Hello there. So today, celebrating the fifth book birthday of my book, Rosa's Choice, and my own birthday as well. And I want to offer a little reading from the book as a way of honoring that journey of myself and Rosa, but also the writing of the book that is flowing out into the world and really supporting so many women on their journeys to motherhood, helping them to really understand that deeper sense in their relationship with their baby, whether they are waiting to conceive or whether they've experienced baby loss, and a whole lot more, because this book goes very deep into life before life, what is life, what we're preparing to experience in this life, and the universe and all the things. So it really is a book for these times, because it really looks at the different, what's happening in the world and the potential we have as ourselves and also for the world. So I often use this book as like an oracle deck. One day it may well be turned into an oracle deck, but for now I'm just flicking through the book and asking Rosa what is it that she wishes to share with us. And today the page that I stopped at was pages 184 and 185 if you have the book, and it was the title Soul Journey that jumped out at me on here. So of course your soul's journey, your journey to motherhood, is not separate from your soul's journey. Like your babies are doing right now, and you did before you arrived, we make plans. I've just come out of soul plan soul plan training, where I'm training practitioners in reading soul plans, and one of the things I do is able to access your own life before life and what your motivations were for coming to this world, what you're here, what you're experiencing. And your babies are doing this right now. They're on their own soul's journey, and they're preparing for that journey. What do they want to experience? What do they want to bring to the world? Why are they coming? So it's really fascinating that this page has jumped out today, because of course we don't just arrive out of nowhere. We have already made our plans, and it's not like we're stuck with those plans. I always see it like, when you do a soul plan reading, it's like your secret code to what you wanted to experience in this life, moving through your challenges, embodying your natural gifts, reaching those goal energies, and opening up to your highest potential, your soul destiny. And then we're able to access the all and the everything, because we are of course all and everything. So why has this page come out today? What does Rosa want to share with us? And it's very much talking about the future. What are we creating? What do we want to create? What kind of world do we want to live in? Your baby, spirit baby, they come in with the most incredible messages and why they're coming. And they're not here to come into those same patterns, those same loops that we were in. I have to experience this as a challenge in order to remember that it's held in my soul field, and then move through it, transform it, to expand into your own soul remembrance. They don't need or want to do that, which is why there's an awful lot of onus on us as parents to really look at ourselves and our own soul journey, to heal those wounds. They might be ancestral, they might be coming from our relationship with our own families, they might be coming from past lives. You are so massive, and we kind of feel in this, this little human self, what can I do about this? I'm only human. No, your babies are inviting you to see the moreness of yourself. You're being invited to rise up to meet them in the frequency that they're at, which is very different from ours. So they're not so in order for them to come down, and that they're not coming down and having to spend their time kind of moving through all the stuff that you likely have. So we're really clearing our own fields, our own bodies, our own energy, in order to, as they say, clear the runway so they can land in a space that isn't full of debris that doesn't need to be there anymore. But of course, in order to clear it, we need to see it first. And your journey to motherhood really brings up those emotions and those things, those hurts, that were already there, but maybe you weren't so aware of. All of the shame, the guilt, the your own childhood, and how you feel about the mother, because you're stepping into, you want to be, you're opening to that mother energy. But sometimes there's this, or a lot of the time for all of us, there's this really ancient, actually, and this is what Rosa talks about in Rosa's Choice, that it's not about your mother or your grandmother. It is, but it goes back further than that. And so each generation is kind of healing that ancient wound of the mother. So this beautiful message from Rosa that I'm going to share starts with a headline: what life do you wish for your children? So before that, she's talking about the fields of consciousness, so the energy, if you like. She kind of describes it like waves. We can play in the happy wave, the happy energy, the happy field, or we can play in the grumpy field, we can play in the sad field, we can play in the betrayed field. All of those that, they're all different energies that we can play in, and of course we can hold more than one at the same time. And she's saying it's a progression of the soul's progression from the dark into the light and back again, so that we're learning and adjusting to play in all the fields of consciousness. And play is something that your babies are really coming in for, wanting to arrive to play without all of the harms and previous loops and patterns that we've probably been moving through. They are really supporting you in that, to notice that there's another way, there's another experience, there's another opportunity, and you get to choose, because you're the creator, which field of consciousness you're playing in. So in this message, Rose is asking, which future do you see for your child? A lighter, brighter future of play and of understanding, a lighter, brighter future of playing with the concept of the dark, and yet in full knowing that this is not their path, and that they are indeed the next path out of it? Or would you like to see them being dragged continuously down into the dark and the mire that has plagued your world for so many eons of time? And if so, why? If this is because you cannot find your way out, then so be it. You will and can be helped to jump into other timelines of happiness and joy. And if it is not your choice, for you choose not to be the person who is able to let go of the past hurts and resentments of lifetimes of learning, then so be it, for it is your choice, and the little ones who come to you are to be our bravest soldiers, who are once again prepared to step in and show the possibility of another way, another life, another lifetime, where you were not this. This is not a case of one being more than the other, simply a case of two halves being shown in order to bring about the light, the opportunity for the light to be shone within, both as a way of balance and healing that has never yet been seen before. So really, my title, Creating a New Earth Together, this is what is happening when we come into that awareness of ourself and what we're holding and have held long before our own journeys to motherhood kind of triggered all of this awareness of what we're holding. Our light warriors and our light workers are here to assist both yourselves and your children in this balancing of the light and this understanding of the dark, for surely they are one and the same thing. Some do truly believe the dark to be light, and some do truly see the light to be dark, and this is what we are turning our attention to now. All light and all dark are one and the same thing. The only difference lies in the fields of consciousness in which you find yourself and where you play, which will determine the reality of what you are seeing, experiencing, and witnessing. And we would like you to see both dark in the light and the light in the dark, for this is the truth of all of life. Yet by doing so, there cannot be any dark, for all is therefore of the light, and all is therefore bringing the light. Do you see this, my dears? The fields in which you choose to play determine the fit and the balance of the light within the dark, and the dark within the light. Surely it is time for you all to see that without the light or the dark, there is only a return to nothingness. A return to the nothingness of all there ever was before. It is this fear of nothing, this being nothing, that reduces you all to play with the concept of light and dark, And yet what is so terrifying about the nothingness? For it is in the nothingness that we are all in abundance. We are all in this nothingness together as one huge whole of the whole of allness, the allness of the all and everything. There is in fact nothing to fear of the nothing, the no thing, for you never were and never have been and never will be anything other than no thing, for a thing cannot possibly be anything other than separate, and a thing can never be anything other than apart. And so if we are no thing, then we are indeed all whole. And this, my dear, is the secret of the universe for you to reveal to the masses. And it is in the whole souls of the children who are coming onto your planet now who will show you that they are indeed nothing, for they are indeed everything. And so it is. So just hearing that, it's a very deep message. So you may want to listen back to that again, or read it through again from the pages 184 to 187, just to kind of what's Rosa trying to get across here. When we say something is good and something is bad, this is good about me, this is bad about me, this is good about this person, not bad about that person, and really there's that creates this separation. So it's just how much attention and choice we're giving to what are we playing in, because what you think is good someone else might think is bad, what you think is bad someone else might think is good. So there's no judgment around that at all. It's just this being in the wholeness, and you get to choose what fields of consciousness you're playing in, and therefore what you're creating from that. And what she's saying is that the new souls that are coming in, they know what fields of consciousness they're playing, because they know they are creators. So they're coming in to create a whole new way of being, create this new earth way of looking at things, where there is no good or bad. It's just what people are choosing to be in that moment. So yeah, a big message to start this series of lives is reading through Rosa's Choice, and just giving you a little taster of, it's not all fluffy unicorns in this book. It's very deep universal truths, which is why it took me 5 years to write it, because going through all of that, do I understand this message, who am I to share this message, but these messages are very much for these times. So if you haven't got my book already, then I would really love for you to dive into it, and you can of course read it, but you can also flick through it and see what message is coming out for you. So hopefully if you heard this message today, it's giving you this understanding, this bigger picture that is going on. You are part of the bigger picture, which is why all of my healing packages are not only focused on you in your now moment and what you're experiencing in your body, what you're experiencing in your journeys to motherhood or your soul's journey, but also kind of expanding you out to see beyond the now, like, oh my gosh, I'm this and I experienced this, and this energy from a past life or from ancestors rippling into your life, and creating those ripples that you're experiencing. And actually you as this incredibly powerful portal is moving those ripples, so you're kind of connecting with all of your whole self. And really beginning to feel that sense of freedom within you, that sense of knowing within you, the sense of peace within you, that you get to choose what fields of consciousness, what energy you're wishing to tap into and play in. So yes, we're coming out of that victim field of consciousness and into your power, your sense of empowerment, your knowing of who you are on a much bigger scale. And this book and your babies are really supporting you into that bigger knowing of your soul's journey. Okay, so any questions, please ask away. Please do get in touch if you'd like your own personal spirit baby connection and messages, channeled messages, healing, whatever. Just give me a message and it would be gorgeous to meet you. Take care, lots of love, bye.